Moon's here, and we got a guy going to show you his shitty deck. Here we go.
What's up, guys? This is my Mermail deck. So, and then afterwards we're going to show you a combo. So first off, we played one diva. Yep, one diva, and we play 3 Neptibus, standard stuff. Makes your plays go off. This searches out your Neptibus and allows you to synchro. Standard. And then we play 2 of each Atlantean, all the relevant ones. Heavy infantry, marksman, and dragoons. Marksman for hitting back rows, heavy infantry for popping pendulum scales or just getting rid of monsters. I built this deck to go second. So then we run 3 Teus. It's probably the best level 7 Mermail because it only requires 1 water monster to get its effect off, or to special summon, which is very nice. You want to see him pretty much always in your opening hand. And then we play 2 Megalo. We play 2 Megalo because he's very readily searchable off your dragoons, and while you can run 3, sometimes you can clump, which is not good. And then we play 1 lead. Play 1 lead because you can make some good plays if you open up with Teus and Megalo in your hands. You can, as well as Neptibus, you can send for Megalo's effect. You can send another lead and Gund, and then get lead off of the Gund effect, and then take a card out of your opponent's hand, which is always good. And then for the smaller Mermails, we have 2 Abyss Spike. It's good, allows you to make rank 4 plays without the use of instant fusion. Also is good for just pitching water monsters out of your hand to get their effects off. We play the 1 Gund for special summoning the lead or whatever else we want to special summon. We play 1 Lind for mainly just for the ability to float down into bigger Mermails with this sphere. And then we play Moulinglace. It's really good. Pretty much a free special summon if you can get this requirement. And then take 2 cards out of your opponent's hand. We play 3 Gameciel because you want to be able to get rid of your opponent's cards that you can't get over, or that won't that are unable to be Darkhold or Raigeki. So it's good for things like Utopic Future or
Trains.
Trains, yeah, fucking trains. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. 2 Max C. Wish it could run 3, but you know, thanks Konami. The deck is, like I said, is built to go second. So being able to play a Max C, like getting Max C in your opening hand, and then being able to play on your opponent's turn, draw a card, and then either draw a bunch of cards or make them stop their plays. And if you stop them from making their plays, it's a lot easier to OTK them. And then we play Upstart and 2 Murray Agreed. I find this is really good because, well, now that you only have 1 Upstart, playing the 2 Murray Agreed and the Upstart is kind of like playing 37 cards, like it used to be with 3 Upstarts. It's not so consistent anymore, but what can you do, right? And then we play 3 Instant Fusion. Look at that common, it's great. It's okay though, because this one is never actually drawn. You only ever draw the Ultras. That's the rule of Yu-Gi-Oh! Very self-explanatory. You just want to get into your Norden, and at the very least, or worst comes to worst, you can always overlay into Daigusto, shuffle back the Norden for use for the other instant fusions. 2 times Twin Twister, getting rid of back row, popping pendulum scales, all the good stuff. You need to draw it versus decks with a lot of floodgates, or else sometimes you can just lose. Raigeki and Darkhold. Once again, it's one of the only outs in the deck to sometimes just huge boards. Going second, once again, it can be really good to just drop Raigeki and then clear your opponent's board, then just OTK them. Soul Charge, get your monsters back. 1 for 1, extra copy of Neptibus. Mizuchi. I don't know if Mizuchi or Sadis would be better. I'm using Mizuchi right now. It's there is a really good combo with Mizuchi, but it's really kind of hard to open. So sometimes Status is a lot better. It allows you to attack into your opponent's mirror forces and all that without without fear. And then one copy of Abyss Sphere, just a second search for your Megalo, allows you to summon Wind in the end phase of your opponent's end phase. Then it dies, and you can bring out a Megalo or a Teus or even Lead. And that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, for the XZs, we're playing Abyss Dweller, Daigusto, Spider Shark, and Honor Arc. Abyss Dweller is really good because if your opponent forces you to go first, it's the only one that allows you to detach a Dragoons during your opponent's turn. It's the only one that allows you to attach a Dragoons right away to get the search off. This right here is not good turn 1, not good turn 1, and not good turn 1. Daigusto, like I said already, shuffling back monsters, most importantly Norden. Honor Arc, if you're going second, sometimes you can just you can go into 101 instead of Dweller, take their monster, and then get the search off. And then Spider Shark is still really good as well. Spider Shark allows you to lower the attack of your opponent's monsters if you can't get over some of them. And then it special summons a monster back when it dies, which can be really good as well. For the rank 7s, play 4. We play Red Eyes, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. It's good. Can't be destroyed by card effects. Well, it has XP material, but you're never going to detach in this deck anyways. And then sometimes what you find yourself doing is just going for a big play. And then once you do your damage, if you can't quite OTK them, you go into Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, and normally they'll only have around 1,000 life points or less, and then they can only play 2 card effects, or else then they die, which which can be good for finishing opponents off. Dracosac is there. It makes really easy Trishulas to take cards out of your opponent's hand. Without Dracosac, you can't take. I don't think it's possible to take 4 cards out of your opponent's hand turn 1. So self-explanatory, and it's very good for protecting itself and just getting rid of cards that's already on the field. Gaios is really good as well. It allows you to XZ into something and then equip Mizuchi on it, and then be able to negate a spell as well as opponent's monster effects as long as they have less attack. And then Big Eye. Big Eye is amazing. So many plays that you can just make if you steal your opponent's monster and then OTK them, as long as they can be targeted, of course. Synchros are for 3. We play Tatsunoko, self-explanatory. Allows you to really easily make Trish. Then we play Herald of the Arclight. You don't make it too often, but when you do make it, it can be really beneficial. If you can make a board and play it turn 1, it allows you to negate one of anything, which is really good. Goyo, there's probably a better level 6, but this is all I have. There are a few plays that you can make with it that aren't bad, like you can kaiju an opponent's monster, and then you can steal it back with Goyo. Can't complain about that. Then we play the one Gunganir. Just gets our water monster effects off and destroys cards on the field. Play the one Trish. Very self-explanatory. It's a very good power play. Allows you to take extra cards out of your opponent's hand, banish cards out of your opponent's graveyard that you don't want doing things. And then finally Leo. Leo's just a really big beater, and it can't be targeted by card effects except during main phase 2, which is very beneficial. And then obviously we play the one Norden. Not much explanation needed on that. For the side deck, this is a work in progress, but right now it's 2 effect bailers for effect negation during my opponent's turn, stops their plays. 2 Royal Decree, just helps against certain floodgates. Yeah, not much else to be said about that. Then we play 3 Gozen Match. I play Gozen Match just because all the cards in the deck are water, and it can shut down a lot of other decks, making for easier OTKs. Then we play Imperial Iron Wall. I like Imperial Iron Wall. Not that they're played much, but Heroes, it's a good way around Darklaw. And then besides Heroes, there's also Macrocosmos, D-Fissure. Then we have Forbidden Chalice. You need to play Forbidden Chalice because if the opponent has something like Abyss Dweller, if you don't have Chalice or a Dark Hole, well, if you don't have Chalice, you pretty much can't do anything during that turn. Dark Hole just means you have to wait till next turn to do anything. And then you have System Down. Helps against Cosmos. It's going to be really good against, helps against Cosmos and Trains. Also good against the ABC deck coming out soon, so that's kind of why it's there. The second Dark Hole, and then the third Twin Twister. Just more removal to help make your OTKs go off. That's it for the deck profile. I'm just going to show you one little combo. I've searched around on YouTube and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. It's not the most consistent combo because it does require, well, it can be done with 4 or 5 cards, but the board it makes is pretty insane, so I just figured I would look it up, or I'd make the video for you guys. So what you need is this. So you need Diva and Teus. Those are the 2 cards that you absolutely need to have for the 4-card combo. I won't bother with the 5-card because you can just, the 5-card is pretty much just subbing out Diva for a Dragoons. And then you need 2 of these 5 cards. In your hand. So you need Teus and Diva, and then any 2 of these 5. So how the combo works for, we'll just do it with Megalo and Neptibus, I guess. You summon Diva, getting you a Neptibus. You send Dragoons to add Dragoons, and then with Neptibus, you grab one of the other ones that you don't already have. So so this is our hand. So we add the Dragoons, and then with the Dragoons, we add either of these 2. So for this, we'll just grab Lead. So then with that, we now summon Teus, sending Dragoons. And Teus will grab us Gund. And Dragoons will grab us the last missing one, which in this case is Milling Glace. So then we'll activate Megalo's effect, sending a Lead and a Gund. Megalo will summon, get his effect for Mizuchi, and then Gund will activate, giving you Lead. So now you have 3 Waters in Grave. You then Synchro for Tatsunoko. So now you have 5 Waters in Grave. You drop Moon Glace, take 2 cards out of your opponent's hand. Then you use Abyss Lead, tributing Teus, doesn't matter which one. Teus is just the worst one. You tribute Teus, take another card out of your opponent's hand, so that's 3 cards gone. Then, using Tatsunoko and that Neptibus you have in your hand, you Synchro for 4, giving you Herald of the Arclight. And then you overlay those 2 into a Gaios, and you put Mizuchi on them. So this turn 1 board takes 3 cards out of your opponent's hand, so they're only going to have 3 cards to begin with. You negate 1 spell card, you negate 1 spell, trap, or monster effect, and then you can wait and use this and negate and negate your opponent's monster effects currently on the field. So if they open like Raigeki Dark Hole, even that doesn't out it. Negate, and then you still have this board right here. So it's pretty much just an instant win. I'm pretty sure it's very difficult to get over. Other than just something like Kaiju the Abyss Gaios and then Brigeki Darkhole, but even then, you're just both going with nothing, and then you're both top decking. So that's it for the deck profile and combo, and go Team Moons.